Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
Hi, I'm Amy Rogers, and this is your Golf Central update. Here's a final look at the leaderboard from the RBC Heritage. Jordan Spieth beating Patrick Cantlay on the first hole of a playoff, then a 7-way tie for third, including Shane Lowry, who's been in contention a lot the last 2 months, Sepp Straka, who is chasing his second win of the year, and rookie Cameron Young with his third top 5 finish this season. But it was Spieth's week in South Carolina.
You know, you have a lot of events where you feel like you should have won and someone outplays you or makes the putt or something. And a couple times you have one where you feel like you played good but not good enough to win. And I honestly felt like this was that week. I needed a lot of things to go right. I needed to birdie the 18th, then needed some help, got some help, dodged a bunch of bullets coming in, and then ended up in a one-on-one playoff where my lie in the bunker, although not great, was certainly better than Patrick's. So, yeah, it's a bit of a surprise. I definitely felt like I was putting myself in the position hole to hole this week to win a golf tournament, and I just was having a hard time early in the week adjusting to the speed differences from last week, and then the hole started to look small to me yesterday, and then just came out today and said I'm not going to leave one putt short, and if they miss, they miss, and just try to be a little bit more aggressive, and made just enough to cap it and win.
You were talking about frustration level last week. After last week, what was the level of that frustration, and how did it manifest into this week? Okay.
It was very. I'd never missed a cut at the Masters before, and very rarely had not had a chance to win on the weekend. So I hated it. It was the worst feeling. It was the worst feeling as a golfer that I can remember. It's my favorite tournament in the world, and I just love contending at that event. And I was hitting it really, really well, and honestly, just didn't feel like I deserved to miss that cut. I felt like I hit shots right where I wanted to, and ended up somehow at 6 over. Wind gusts here. It wasn't playing easy, but it was just I felt like I got some unfortunate breaks on some pretty committed and nice shots. I've been hitting the ball really, really well all spring, better than I did last year, and I just haven't been scoring. And so I put in a lot of hours on the putting green this week, and to be honest, if it helped incrementally, it was just enough. It wasn't. I got a lot more work to do. I've been putting a lot of work into my full swing, and that certainly takes away some of the time you put into other parts of your game, including putting. And so I think I can kind of shift the other direction now and get to really working on the stroke, which is what I tried to do this week off of last week. I mean, that was the frustration.
Given all the success you had early on and through the years, there was a lot of documentation as you struggled to sort of get it back a year ago and win. How close do you feel to being at the top of your game again? Because you sound like somebody who thinks you're pretty close.
Close but far? I wouldn't say far. I would say tee to green, if you take, my last 3 events, it's as good as it's ever been. Structurally, I still am trying to feel 150% of what I'm doing in a rehearsal. It's feel versus real. It's not actually doing it. I'd like to get to a point where structurally I'm not having to do rehearsal swings every time, and it just sets in a nice place, and it's not there yet. And then just really getting back to being dialed in with my stroke. So I would say very close on the full swing, and then really got to put some time and effort into getting my putter where I know it can be.
How much is being like a father, as you said, traveling with Sammy, how does that help, like when you have moments like yesterday where, on 18 where you can go home and you can be a father and kind of maybe put some of that stuff aside?
Yeah, I thought that was that really turned a lot around for me last night, was just hanging out with him, and this morning, even this morning I was kicking myself. I thought about it all night. I mean, how am I going to get that back? And I just, it just takes your mind off of things and puts it where it should be, which is in the moment of hanging out. And I really, really enjoyed that, and had a great time spending the mornings with him. And we got our dog here too, and it was a blast.
13th career win for Spieth, and the third time in his career he won while not holding a share of the lead entering Sunday. Amazing rally at the 2013 John Deere Classic, which included holing out from the bunker on the 72nd hole to force a playoff. He was 3 shots back of the lead entering Sunday in Hilton Head. Spieth also rallied to win the 2015 Valspar Championship. Next up for the PGA Tour, a trip to TPC, Louisiana, just outside of New Orleans for the Zurich Classic. It's a team event, and we'll see the #1 player in the world, Scottie Scheffler, along with Patrick Cantlay, Colin Morikawa, and Xander Schauffele. This was your Golf Central update. Thanks for watching.